Guys, Bitcoin can actually break out right now. We have seen the bullish order flow from yesterday, and right now we are actually attempting to go over 70 to 70.5. We've literally laid out the plan, even though Bitcoin amazingly took out the high of 72k, giving us an amazing short, I think, last week. However, we also caught an amazing long from 66k, and that is the beauty of being a trader. Even though I'm still, or we've been saying that Bitcoin, if it does take out the high, we can go and target 60k. That doesn't stop us from trying and entering a long from 66k, and now eventually reattempting and trying to actually break out of the value area high. Just to give you a clear idea of how I'm currently obviously positioned, I obviously still got my short taken from last Thursday, that was given amazingly well from the top, and obviously I had taken profits closed 50% off, as I told you guys, I mean, when I had done it, which was at 68k, and I currently got my stop loss at profit in, I guess, my entry. And after that, we also saw the loss of the valley area went all the way lower to the valley area low, and then caught an amazing long. So that way, as I told you guys, I wanted to actually, or I would love to actually catch a long from the bottom, so that if Bitcoin decides not to give us the obvious, not to give us the target, the full target of going to 60k, even though I would like it, or I would like for Bitcoin to do that, we can obviously get stopped out in profit from the 72k trade, and then we can flip and flip-flop and change our, I guess, sentiment based on us breaking 70k, and then obviously continue higher with the long, because obviously the long, even though I didn't have back then high expectation on it, it technically currently now is much better positioned for a stronger move upwards, where we get stopped out and then we run with profits on, or I guess, in the long. So that is the beauty of being a trader, even though it may sound, I guess, to the beginner quite confusing. How can Ahmed posting videos on live streams talking about 60k now all of a sudden be talking about a breakout after potentially not, I mean, it's not confirmed, but potentially reclaiming 70.5 and then seeing much higher price? Again, guys, that is why as a trader, you're gonna always change your perspective and change your sentiment and your outlook based on what changes on the chart. So as I've literally laid out, guys, in the past couple of days, me targeting 60k is only dependent on us holding 70 to 70.5. So yes, obviously I would like to say it quite clearly, and I'm going to be happily sounding like a hypocrite for those that may not know what we do here, which is actually me being ready for changing my words and actually being more bullish if Bitcoin holds on to 70 to 70.5 as support. While we are above this zone, we easily cancel the idea of going to 60. We actually focus on much higher price. I mean, obviously we got the closest area of resistance, not the biggest, but an area to be mentioned as a potential little scalp one at 72.6, and then after that we obviously could be targeting the high of 74. So 74, 72.6 could be little resistance areas. However, to be honest, breaking out and holding 70k could be amazingly bullish for Bitcoin. To be honest, even though we can technically like fake out the top and then drop lower, it is a possibility, so it's not a promise. I can be short in this. However, to be honest, even though that is a possible short zone, to be honest, holding 70 could target or see Bitcoin pump to 80. Again, it sounds very confusing to the beginner. How can you literally see one zone flipped and call for 80 instead of 60? But again, that is the beauty of being a trader. Again, guys, I'm not saying, and let me preface this by saying that even though there's title or there's the word breakout in the title, I don't necessarily mean or literally mean at all that you need to buy the top. Please, for the love of God, don't be buying the current resistance area, because even though we could be holding it as support, flipping it, getting stopped out from the short, continuing long amazingly well, this is only a possibility. However, this is only an amazing possibility for those that manage to catch the short and then manage to catch the long, so that you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're essentially buying the top. Because what if, and again, that is the beauty of flip-flopping based on having both successful trades, what if Bitcoin easily fails to break 70, we go back down to 69, and then again we drop to 60? So please, for the love of God, if you have a long, keep it open, because the order flow is bullish. But if you don't have a long, for the love of God too, don't be randomly buying in at the top. This is the most, I guess, critical critical mistake any beginner trader would be doing. And again, like the closest, easiest, I guess, trade that you could have done, which was obviously trading the anchored view up. Like, look at this. We got the anchored view up from the top, and we also saw a little fake out. So if somebody was actually ready on the ball, they could have literally, and again, I'm geeking out on an amazing trade, they could have literally waited for the fake out of the low on the lower time frame, waited for 69k to be taken out, waited for the liquidity to be taken out, hitting the anchored view up. This is the long. You long at the bottom of the zone. You don't be buying in now because we potentially could be breaking out. So please, if you have a long, congrats, because Bitcoin could literally go higher. If you don't have a long, you want to be patient. Maybe avoid shorting now. Hold on, because unless we lose 70, we could skyrocket higher. But please, avoiding short does not allow you, or does not mean I'm telling you to buy now, even though I'm flip-flopping, seeing 70 getting broken, calling for 80, seeing 70 getting lost, and calling for 60. This is the name of the game. I'm not trying to maximize, I guess, profits, but minimize losses. So please, guys, be careful, and also don't be jumping in randomly at the middle of the night. Thank you guys for being amazing again. It is a bit, I guess, hot in here, but we can manage, I guess. Thank you guys for showing up as usual. I'll be, I guess, taking questions as they come. I'm pretty sure everybody can or would be having questions. Again, just to give you an answer for those, let me, I guess, pre-answer a question that could be written. I'm guessing. Let me use my crystal ball to call for stuff. But guys, if you're going to ask me, are we pumping or not? Is this confirmed or not? When will it be confirmed? Let me save you some time. Don't be running those sort of questions. I have no idea, to be honest. Like, we can never ever tell if we are going to be breaking out or breaking down. Yeah, that's the beauty of why you have to, or you want to accept. The sooner that you accept the fact that you don't know what you don't know, and you don't know what Bitcoin will be doing, is the time where you actually start maximizing, I guess, profits. By doing what? By actually minimizing losses. So again, the reason why I always tell you that even though we could potentially like pump from here, hold 70, pump to 80 or whatever, this is a possibility, but we don't want to be long in how. Why? Because you literally avoided the most easy long, and then you're long in too late, if you know what I mean. So from a risk reward perspective, from a probabilistic way of looking at it, it doesn't make sense to be long in now. So hopefully you got the point. That is why I actually, like again, hopefully you understand what I'm saying here. It does sound hypocritical or contradictory to a beginner, but even though, and again, I take you back to why or how I shorted 72k. So even though when I took 72k, I was saying, okay, so range based, we took out 72. Technically now we can be targeting 60. We lost the value area high. I said now we can be waiting for 66. But think about it this way. Why did Ahmed, I think on Sunday or Saturday, give us a potential scalp long at 66k, even though he was still, or I'm still technically calling for 60, if you know what I mean? Why? Because, like, I want you guys to ask this question, because obviously this would be just a little scalp long, that it is a technical thing, so we can take it from here, book profits at 68, and if it doesn't live for long, I mean, we already made a little money. If it doesn't even make us money, so if it already loses, that is fine, because obviously we could be continuing short, or we will be continuing short. If Bitcoin, I mean, the easiest possible thing that could have happened is that we break down, we never get offered a long. So if we got offered a long, why not take it? Like, why let our, I guess, higher probability, outlook stop us from taking a viable, valid long? And now look at this. Now, if somebody was, hold on, if somebody followed the fact that I shorted 72, but they didn't also follow my long of 66k, and Bitcoin now goes to 80, and you don't have a long, you got yourself to blame. Why? Because I guess you let yourself focus, or I guess get distracted by only just hearing one thing and one thing only. So you jump short, halas, I flipped Arabic, but yeah, you only I guess focus on being short or being bearish. Yeah, and again, I do understand that my titles could be, I guess, making the beginner scared, but again, these are just a takeaway or a conclusion of literally or summary of an hour or 2 hour long live stream. So again, hopefully you got the point. Like, I'm very interested in reading the comments now. And again, I would love for somebody, at least one person, to have caught the long from 69. Very easy, to be honest. Technical, fake out of $1,000, fake out of this little range, 69. So again, like that is the beauty. Again, let me geek out for a second too. See how like on the higher time frame, and by a higher time frame I mean like 1 hour 30 minutes. I mean, again guys, whenever I say a higher time frame I mean contextual. So based on what I mean or what I'm going to be saying, this is an hour time frame, or 1 hour, 2 hour, 30 minutes, technically higher time frame to what I'm going to be saying. So anyhow, so on the 1 hourly time frame, this is technically, if somebody had bought at like 69k, it is technically buying the top, if you know what I mean, kind of, yeah. But that's the beauty of being a trader. If somebody, hold on, let me go back here. If somebody was on the 5 to 15 minute time frame and they were looking at the chart like this is technically for them, or for the scalper, this is technically buying the bottom or buying a low. So see how the perspective does make a difference. It's not about time frames. It's about looking and understanding some contextual stuff. So even though, and that is how you can find long, even if you are at resistance. So, okay, if somebody went to me or asked me, oh, Ahmed, I want to long 70k, I would tell them it doesn't make sense to long 70k. You're longing at resistance. But you can obviously go into microscopic time frames, and then technically you wouldn't be buying at resistance. You're just going to be buying at a little local technical scalpy support, if you know what I mean. So again, I always break this down, break this idea down. I don't want you guys to be breaking or longing at resistance, or I mean shorten as support, but you can be smart about it by going lower time frame and doing whatever I always teach you guys to do. Anyhow, let me read the comments. Sorry guys for ranting. We got Oyentumbra, Renata, Mike or Mikey, Ernesto from Peru. We got Christian, 5 people and 2 likes. Hi Ahmed, where you based? Just wondering why the streams at this time. Fair enough, I'm based in Dubai, and the reason why the streams are at this time only in Ramadan, by the way guys, is because I'm busy in the mornings, but then I'm also fasting, and then I break my fast with the NY open, or now, I mean with the time change, it's an hour after the NY opens, so it is only convenient for me to find the, I guess, an hour to 3 hours of my free time to go live at the middle of the night. But again, if you, that's maybe because if you're new here, and hopefully like once, I guess, just wait at 10 days to 14 days, and then we'll get back to normal. We've been always showing up at 4 to 5 p.m. Dubai time, so it's usually 5 to 6 hours earlier than now. Yep, and even much longer than now. Right now, I'm usually sticking with an hour, but with the normal timings, it's usually a 2 hours kind of the average, yeah? So hopefully we'll get or revert back to normal soon. Hello to all the champs from Nairobi. Thank you, 90. Shang saying maybe tomorrow it will try. The pressure is amazing. Fair enough. Ahmed, I missed the line from the bottom. Do you mind, I think you mean, showing a new trade setup where we can look to? Fair enough. Obviously we can discuss that. We got Dragon, Mehdi, Biro. I caught the long trade on ETH. Amazing. I mean, not sure. Maybe this one. Yeah, I'm guessing this one very similar to it. Loads of shorts, loads of shorts stuck in the night. Today is my beloved Wednesday, which is the best day of the week, statistically. Fair enough. I'm massively demotivated since I lost my last attempt to short yesterday because of this triple fake out. And it looks like my new short started yesterday night is also not playing out. So, okay. I don't want you to get motivated. I want you just to try once and then let it be. How about that? Like maybe that would be a change of strategy that would hopefully be effective to your own self, because I would hate for you to fight over this being the top and then you try to short and then you lose and you enter again. Like just try it once, and if it doesn't work out, you can let it be, because you will be getting motivated for something that is not necessarily your own technical fault, if you know what I mean. Yeah, you're just kind of like trying out or like kicking a dead barrel, I mean twice or 3 times again. Thank you Wayne. I'm driving but I'm present. Thank you Wayne. Rafiq, what about someone having a short under the value high? I cannot comment on somebody's trade that I didn't take myself. Again guys, I want you guys, or I want to teach you guys to put a stop loss where the invalidation would be placed at. Yeah. What about, okay, huge liquidation below market maker magnet. Thoughts? Fair enough. I don't look at the liquidation heat map or the liquidation map, whatever that is. But yeah, I mean, by the way, guys, we got liquidations everywhere, if you know what I mean. Like markets are being traded 24/7, so we got liquidation above and liquidation down. It doesn't necessarily mean that we will be drawn to a certain I guess direction. Yeah. The markets were never this easy, I guess. Hello Ahmed and the champs. Thank you Hamad. Inner خلاص If we don't break our soon, I'm not sure what you mean. We probably have a big crash. I'm not sure. Ahmed, why is the order flow bullish? I think I've answered you specifically yesterday. I think, or it's fine, but it's obviously because of the CVD and how we got selling pressure, but it's not moving the price. Based in the US, Arizona. Thank you, Ernest. Me too, I'm in Dubai, thanks. No worries, thank you. What do you think now? We are going to 70 or 65? I have no idea. I don't like to think. Thinking, or I mean, not literally, but thinking where the price will be going does not pay me, if you know what I mean. Yep, so I try not to think about stuff, but rather just stick with what would be a new best kind of trade to be looking at. So again, not to bore you guys out, but I mean, nobody took the trade, so I'm mad at you guys for not taking the 69k long. But anyhow, I'm just joking, obviously. But let me check upon the order flow again, or check on it. Let me double check and refresh a certain thing before I. Yep, okay. So here we go. I mean, it's not totally loading, so EXO is having a crisis currently, but we'll go with the flow, I guess. Nothing that important. 15-minute time frame. Okay, hold on a second. All right. Let me go back and bring this to. Okay, so we got the daily open, value high, nothing major to be honest. I would love to check the all right. So that was 72, and then hold on a second. So that doesn't matter as much. Yep, we got lots and lots of shorts, but then here, yeah. So see how like here, and that's how I was. That's why I'm more bullish now. Hold on a second. See this section of the chart. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Here. See this section of the chart where, let me go to the 15-minute time frame. Does look more compressed on the 1 hour time frame. See this section of the chart from like I'd say 769 to now, with us attempting to go and break the value area high here. I mean, price action wise it looks nice, but also from the bullish thing that I've said, I think yesterday, and now Ahmed asked me about it, is like, look at this. We are getting selling pressure at the top, but price is actually moving higher, and it's actually being consolidating. I mean, in between, above and also below current resistance. So that is usually bullish. And again, guys, don't over emphasize and over, I guess, don't care too much about order flow. Order flow is only useful to make you, I guess, avoid doing something that is low, or there's low probability, if you know what I mean. So again, me telling you that there's bullish CVD here, or bullish CVD, yes, and bullish, I guess, order flow, that doesn't mean that I'm blindly going to long. And it's not a magical tool. Just it's stating a fact, and stating a fact only helps with those that would understand how to read the order flow, plus also understand that it is not that important. Nothing is ever important. Like again, guys, I always tell you that risk management, entering with 1% is much more important than reading order flow. I know it looks fancy, it sounds fancy. Maybe very rarely do crypto YouTubers especially use it. But again, don't let me fool you by sounding super smart by using a program that shows buying and selling and longs and shorts. Again, just to be truthful. Yeah, I mean, I'm bullish here, and that makes me bullish, slightly waiting for higher. But see how I'm not closing my short from 72k, because risk management is more important than, you know, seeing something bullish or bearish on the order flow. Yep. But now, technically, yes, I mean, I've said this yesterday, and I'm still going to be saying now that probabilistically, it's much likely that we go higher, especially if we hold on to this zone. Let me just highlight this zone, I guess, of the last kind of consolidation. Yes, hold this and we pump higher. Very clearly a fact. Yep, I mean, we can highlight all of this, but it's fine, I guess. Let me make it yellow. I like yellow. Yep, and that's it. Like, hold this and we go higher. But again, why wouldn't you long? Because I don't long at the top. Like, why would I be stupid enough, with all the respect, to long with us breaking up? Like, again, I told you, like, if somebody was onto it and was ready, they could have longed the faker of 69. If you weren't ready here, it's fine. At least you could have caught the one I told you guys about from 66. But for you now to miss the short from 72, miss the long from 66, miss the long from 69, and you only want to now ask me for potential, oh, Ahmed, can I long here? You are physically capable of longing here. Will I be advising somebody to do it? No, because you have your own will, I guess, and you do whatever you want to. But I wouldn't be personally doing it here. Yeah. Obviously, I'm leaning toward more bullish, but again, that wouldn't make me do nothing here. Hold on, sorry guys, let me read them. I did on ETH, brother. Okay, so technically Biro took it, right? So I'll give it to him. Hello Ahmed, I have a short open from 71. Should I keep it open? Okay, so again, I always try to not tell you what to do, but rather give you an example of what I would have done in your, place. So you are saying, I guess, that you shorted 71. But again, 71 differs. Like, did you short 71 from here or 71 from here? Both would have a different kind of, answer. Because had you shorted from the left side, you should have obviously taken profits because you literally saw price drop like, let me see how much. Yeah, almost 8%. Yeah. If you shorted here, then obviously you entered a trade based on something. And I would love for you to put a stop loss above that something, if you know what I mean. So again, it's very difficult for me to tell you where to put a stop loss because I need you guys to enter trades based on analysis you've done so that you put a stop loss at the invalidation point. Yep. Hello, I'm patiently for 53 Bitcoin before buying. Thanks. Fair enough. Again, guys, what you're saying here as a comment is a valid, I guess, thing. Like you're free to wait for whatever price you want to. And it's possible, like maybe, yeah, if you wait a couple of months, maybe you can catch Bitcoin at 53. It's fine. I'm not saying we can't go there. But again, it's a totally different thing. Like you are speaking to the investors, which is not technically what we do here. So again, thank you for watching me, but I don't know, I couldn't comment in a useful way about you waiting to buy at 53. How about that? Yeah. You mean just let it be for a few days until the situation changed and you set up, not few days, just stop trying to short the same reason or the same resistance. Yeah, if you know what I mean. Let it be, but don't let it be by waiting for days. Look for new setups. Look for new reasons. Hold on, give me a second, guys. What level should I take profits on from my long? I mean, it seems like Simple Science took a long from 69, so that is amazing too. So okay, okay. So let me think with you because I don't have an answer. I didn't take the trade, but again, I do like the fact that Bitcoin has been holding pretty well, like this whole section of the volume. So what I would do here is just move the stop loss to break even, okay. And if we go back, I will take 50% at 70 and do nothing. Okay, that is the answer for you. If Bitcoin pumps, you do nothing. If Bitcoin dumps, you close 50% in profit. But you should do what you should do now right now is actually move the stop loss to break even, right? So that is the answer for you. You entered at 69. That is an amazing entry, by the way. Your stop loss should be now, hold on. Your stop loss should be now at break even, no question about it. And then if we go to 70, you take 50%. If we break down below 70, you'll get stopped out but in profits. If it actually reverses at 70, you would continue with 50%. If it goes now from here, you would be continuing full position. So that's the beauty of actually like being smart about it. You are trying to maximize long-term profits, not short-term ones. Because obviously, if you want to maximize short-term profits, you would immediately close this now. But trust me, closing every profitable position too early would, at the end, literally get your account blown up. Why? Because you always close quickly. So whenever a loss comes, and mathematically it will come very soon, sooner than you would think, you will lose a ton, literally blowing away every single profit you booked. So you want to be smart about it. Like, I know that it doesn't feel nice to always see profits unrealized and then for the price to actually revert back to your entry and you get stopped out at break even, whatever that is. But trust me, you want to do it 10 times for just one big hit. Are you taking any, hold on, are you taking previous day into consideration? Currently, doesn't matter as much, but yeah, I do take it in consideration. Omari, man, Eid Mubarak. Anyway, since I've been fasting here in LA, this is a wonderful way to spend my lunchtime. Salam. Alaikum salam. That is amazing, to be honest. So thank you, brother, for showing up, I guess. And hopefully both you and I and every, I guess, Muslim does have an amazing, I guess, Mubarak or Eid Mubarak, I guess. But we haven't yet had it, but fair enough. Ahmed, sorry, is it better to buy Bitcoin or MSTR? No idea. I'm not your sort of your YouTuber that would be answering this question, unfortunately. Ahmed, if the order flow is bullish, why hasn't it broken out 74? Aren't we at a critical point where we should really be breaking out after we nailed 74? Again, you are speaking as if again, I want you to fix this way of thinking. Order flow is bullish, order flow is bearish, anybody is bullish, anybody is bearish, everything is amazing. Don't ever question. You can't do that, but to be honest, though it's not, I guess, not necessarily, but it's not useful to question a market. Like, what do you mean, why hasn't it gone to 74? Like, what would be a logical answer? Because you're asking as if the market is 1 + 1 = 2, and it's not. It's random. So I don't know. There's no answer, if you know what I mean. Is it just me, or who feels the market is quite strange and difficult at the moment with doing little fake pumps? I think it's just you, because you're just focusing, brother, on this section of the chart. So unless, or only if your memory is just a day and a half short, long or short, I guess, then yes, I do agree that this has been quite of a consolidation below, I guess, a very, very important pivotal zone. But I mean, if we just, I guess, widen our horizon a little bit by thinking past, in the past week or so, I mean, it has been technically amazing and valid. Yep. I mean, not to overstress the fact, but we managed to catch the top and managed to catch the bottom. Not to act smart again, but it is effect. But I'm not here bragging about it. Sorry, guys. It sounds, I guess, braggadocious, if that's, I like using this word, but I didn't say that we caught this and catch that, or caught this because look at me. But I mean, if we easily caught both of them, then it proves you that the market is quite easy currently, at least. Yeah. So enjoy it while it lasts. Hi man, thank you, Baytasi. Ahmed, stupid question, but I still find it hard to indicate NPOCs on the chart. May you please find it for dummies? Explain it for dummies, as I still find it difficult. Thank you. No worries. I mean, it's not, no question is ever stupid, especially the NPOC is like a bit more than a beginner's question. And regarding how to find it, again, you want to understand what an NPOC even is. And I always tell you, the NPOC is a previous day volume profile point of control that wasn't touched after closing that day, and just replace the word day with week or month. So previous week POC, previous month POC. Yeah, maybe you can clarify what you don't get exactly about it. So again, that's it. An NPOC is just like the daily NPOC. It's just the previous day closed. You find its own POC. If the day after, which is the day you're in, didn't hit it, you mark it as an NPOC until it gets hit. If it doesn't get hit after day 2, it doesn't matter. It stays until it gets touched. For example, this was a POC. 72.6 was the POC of Wednesday. Yeah, it remains POC because Thursday and Friday open below. It remains to be an NPOC until it gets hit. Yeah, I mean, that is the answer for you. Same thing for week closes. Same thing for month closes, and then Binance top trader positions first time flipped negative. Same level as we. Fair enough. I don't care about, man. Hi, how you doing, Wasim? Tanish just joined. Hello. Alaikum salam. Daniel and Balsky. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate this explanation. Thank you for caring enough about such an amazing, I guess, question. It's very fundamentally important. So thank you for asking it. Again, alaikum salam. Thank you, Interclone. So previous day of the untouched ranges POC is the NPOC. Yeah, so again, guys, just quickly focus with me. An NPOC, it's not that deep, okay? And it's not that powerful. It's powerful contextually, and it's powerful with adding lots and lots of stuff I also teach, okay? So if this is Monday, okay, that is Monday, and Bitcoin does this, and then Wednesday opens, and it does this, while you're on sorry, not Wednesday, Tuesday, while you're on Tuesday, if you hypothetically put up volume profile on Monday only, you will see this as the POC. Okay, just if and that's not always the case, if Tuesday or the day after, not necessarily Tuesday, but if after Monday, Tuesday opens higher than the POC of the previous day, which is Monday in this case, then this will be an NPOC until what? Until it gets touched. Could be acting as support, may break down. It's not a magical line again, but just one of the reasons that I found. You can obviously switch this one with week. So week closes, other week opens, and then this is a support or resistance depending on the, I guess, the direction. And again, like sometimes Monday can open and Tuesday opens and it's like a range, so there isn't an NPOC. It's not always or every day. Fair enough. Thank you, Hamad. Alaikum salam, Ali. I guess we will get a big move soon. Maybe. We don't care. I also don't want you to be guessing or caring, if you know what I mean. I made a big mistake when we broke the incremental VWAP and it closed 2 candles for a quarter of an hour. I took a short. Not sure what you mean. Maybe this one? Or not sure. Maybe this one. But yeah, I mean, guys, again, Bitcoin, by the way, can literally be just faking out here a complex, hard thing to trade, and then it can drop. So again, we don't want to overanalyze stuff. Yeah? Perfect. Thank you very much. Again, thank you. I had a WEEX account about a few months ago, however, only used by, but how can I transfer to your referral code? Thank you, Ali. So regarding, again, if you have already made an account on WEEX, but that wasn't signed under me, I mean, I asked WEEX, and there's a way of actually just your own account being transferred, but the easiest, trust me, the quickest way is just doing a new account. You can either, if you have no funds into your WEEX account, so no money, you can delete the account, make a new one with the same email address, if you're literally insisting on using the same email address. If you don't care about the email address, you can immediately make a new account and sign up under me with the code. The reason why I tell you it's much faster and quicker to do it this way is because if you ask WEEX to move you under me with an existing account, they will ask you lots of questions and it'll take you days, and trust me, it's very hard. Renata tried it and it's going to be a very tedious process. Okay, so you have funds on a previous account. Okay, so I guess if you're okay with it, you can make a new account with a new email and then you transfer the funds from account 1 or account A to account B. Why? Because this is very quicker, and because the beauty of WEEX, it has no KYC, so you can make a new one and that would be quicker. If you ask WEEX or the WEEX team to move you, it's going to be very, very quick. Even if I ask them personally, they would want to verify from your end, and that would literally be much, much longer than you make an account. Thank you, Ali. Again, if you only want to do it to support me or I guess to get the bonus, I'm appreciative of this fact, but only do it if you are okay with moving accounts. Yeah, because I do understand it may take you a while, maybe minutes or a couple of that. Sorry, does the info? Okay, sorry. Did you do analysis on the Binance thing? I think that's Bureau. Okay, bro, the stream sounds a lot better. It looks like you improved the mic. Thank you, Stevic. I mean, I'm happy to get such comment from a long-time viewer, but I didn't change nothing. If I had changed one, I would have told you guys. But no, I didn't change nothing, but I'm happy for it to sound better. Maybe you bought a new phone or something, but thank you. Thank you, Wayne, for sending the link. Again, I would love to shout out Wayne for being a legend and also for getting accustomed to the weird timing we started to go live. And again, guys, hopefully it would be reverting back to normal. And again, I have a new, or not news, not new, but a good, I guess, news, which is not so good. I didn't do nothing, but now with the timing of the NY session moving, so they do the daylight saving. I think it started on the 8th, on Monday. Technically, with us going live from like 4 to like 6 p.m., let's just say, the NY open, that is Dubai time, the NY session open would be at 5:30. It's not at 6:30 anymore. So usually I go live at 5 and extend it till 6:30, and then I end up the stream. So usually the NY session, we don't get like a majority of it in the stream because I'm very time constrained and I also go live on the Arabic channel. But now, with that 1 hour time change in the NY session, we are thankfully would get like a good portion of the NY being live streamed on this channel. So now we can officially be moving, or we can be called as a streamer who goes live in the NY session. Because obviously sometimes we end up the stream. You guys remember like pre-Ramadan, I stay for an hour or two. We get the first couple of minutes of the NY, maybe sometimes, and then I close or I end the stream because I have to go on the Arabic channel. But now thankfully, and lucky you guys, we will be spending like a good first hour, hopefully catching every single daily trade on the NY. So now it is officially, I guess, an NY session, live trading session, whatever that is. Yep. What's up, Ahmed? Just saying hi while I catch up on the stream from the beginning. Thank you, brother. Is it possible to copy your trade? Yes, if you watch me every day. Just while I catch up though, I will ask first if you took a trade already. I didn't take one. I took a long before. Amazing. I'm hoping you took the one at 69k. كل سنة وانت طيب. Thank you so much, Perfect and Beyond. Likewise, thank you to you too. Whale versus retail on CoinGlass. Yeah, and Binance. I don't care. You can care, but I don't care personally. But maybe it's helpful. You can tell me like if you run stats on it. Ahmed, you say no KYC, but they ask me to fill it in. If you don't fill it in, it's restricted, not restricted. Thanks. Is it not restricted? Again, it's only dependent on your IP address. Sometimes they randomly ask for KYC, but in my own experience, I have 3 accounts. One of them is only KYC'd, and because I wanted to withdraw a big portion of the money. So again, it's surely no KYC, but yes, I do think that sometimes you get asked to KYC. But don't do it unless you get asked to do, if you know what I mean. I just like the fact that it doesn't require KYC from the beginning, so it's an easy process like to sign up. If we close the day with 71.5, do we think we pump? I don't like to think, and it's not about closing the day. Like, always state the statements as I do, guys. Learn from me the way I do it. So I say, while this is true, I'm expecting this. So instead of saying if the day closes above 71.5, we can expect 74. Just say that while 71.5 is I guess support, we can expect 74. Okay? Because this way it doesn't allow you to be positioned directionally one way, doesn't blind you, and also doesn't allow you to long a top. I don't want you guys to be waiting for the close of the day. Oh my god, we went above 71. Let's open longs. Come on. All the love from Egypt, man. Thank you, Perfect and Beyond. Are you better at shorts or longs? Statistically shorts, by the way. Okay, who misses that short and long which you did? What's next? Do you think about a new order? Is it good to short from here or need to see other again? Okay, so I think what you meant was, okay, if somebody didn't short with you the top or didn't long with you the bottom, what would you recommend for them to do now? And I think that most of my viewers would know the answer, but if you don't, that's fine. I mean, I have jokingly, obviously, yeah, do nothing here. You tell me why. Why aren't you allowing us? Well, to be honest, at a top, so this is contextually a top, I would only maybe say short. But with the order flow and the amount of consolidation under resistance, I would fear for somebody to literally at midnight with NY closing to open a short. Long, obviously not. No long, no matter what kind of environment we're in. Shorts, maybe, but not now, unfortunately. I'm more than willing to see Bitcoin drop to 60 without shorting this. It doesn't look like something I want to participate in or even allow my community to actually risk entering now. Yep. Sorry if that doesn't give you scratch the itch of opening trades. I do understand that most of you guys are a bit addicted to opening trades, but sometimes you want to be patient, not over trade. And hopefully that would be something I would help you guys in by telling you literally not to do nothing. Bro, what do you think of AI trading? I have a video, by the way. I do have a video on my own Instagram channel or Instagram account, I guess. If you do know that I have an Instagram account, if you don't know, maybe our lovely Wayne can, I guess, thankfully, post the link to it, which is Ahmed on chart, my name on chart. Yeah, you can check out my opinion on AI, but to give you an answer, trust me, if you are not truly profitable and you literally don't have experience in programming and literal true AI, there's not AI. Like using ChatGPT or Gemini to trade is not a viable way of doing it. If you're not being successful at trading by your own self, don't kid yourself and say, oh, I trade with AI. You trade with ChatGPT, which is not technically an AI. Bro, I'm good at trading. It's like 4 out of 1 my win rate, but my issues is I keep looking for the chart when I have a trade open, and that's sick. Okay, so I guess if you literally have a 4 out of 1, so I guess you mean you win 4 out of 5, if that's how I understood that. Or maybe, sorry, I think you mean you lose maybe 1 out of 4. Not sure what you mean, but hopefully you win 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5 by your comment. And your issue is that when you have a trade, you I guess, overlook, or not overlook, but I guess focus on the chart too much. It's not an issue, to be honest, unless it's actually affecting your pocket. I guess it's fine. Like, it's something that maybe could maybe hurt your eyes, but it won't hurt your pockets unless it does so. Give me a second here. All right. Hello, Ahmed. Your straightforward commentary is greatly appreciated. Looking forward to catching a trade with you. I have more trading videos to digest. Amazing. Thank you, Mila. Thanks in Arabic. Fair enough. Hello. Do you pay attention to fractals? I do sometimes. Hold on. I want to give you a clear, deeper answer, because obviously I could say no, and that would be true. I could be saying yes, and that would be also true. But let me explain what I mean by yes, because technically, yes, I do look at them, but for only sharing an idea of how the market can repeat a certain idea. Yeah. So for example, when I had laid out look at this. When we had laid out the fact that Bitcoin took out the high of 96, made a short, and then we targeted 80k. I wasn't necessarily saying, okay, so this happened, I shorted 72, so I'm also expecting side 60 for no reason, or this is a fractal, it happened here, so it has to happen here. No, I only used it. Again, let me show you. I think I used it. I'm not sure if I did it, but which was this? Hold on. Bars pattern, I guess, yeah. The reason why I used it is to actually get the idea across of how markets take liquidity, if you know what I mean. So I use it to explain an idea that always repeats. For example, I don't use it because I expect fractals to blindly happen, or because I follow them blindly. I use them to educate, if that's, I guess, a proper way of answering your question. I longed on the bounce, on the VWAP. Amazing. All right, so we got Electro amazingly long in the bounce, so I give you a round of applause. All right, so we got Electro long in Bitcoin and Biro long in ETH, the only two who traded this. I think so, the only two. Yeah. You also shorted 71. Okay, I guess maybe this one. I'm not sure. Monday's NPOC. I mean, I'm happy for you. It seems like a technical scalp. You amazing. That's the beauty of being a trader. Like, somebody could have only opened the chart and traded this and made money and then closed the chart. You don't need to think Bitcoin can go to 50 or 80. You don't need to think whether the bull run will start or end. You don't need to think about which meme coin will explode. You just need 10 hours of price action to catch 1 or 2 trades, and then you do nothing. Yeah. Ahmed, can you take a look at ETH? Okay, I'll take a look at it. Again, I always start by saying that whatever happens with Bitcoin would happen on ETH, so you don't need me to say something that is too revolutionary, I guess. But I guess regarding ETH, let me see if I have something to add or something nice to talk or say about it. Yeah. I'm guessing that there isn't an NPOC here. Give me 3 seconds or more. I guess taking the casual volume profile pull. Yeah, I think, yep. Looks strong like Bitcoin. It only needs to like go above 2090, 2095 to potentially go higher. But again, for the love of God, don't think that I'm saying you buy the breakout. You don't buy the breakout. You just avoid shorting. So again, if Bitcoin goes above 71 and you see ETH going above 2100, you don't buy the breakout, but you be smart about it. You avoid shorting. Plus, you hold the long from lower. You tell me, okay, Ahmed, I don't have a long and I don't have a short, and Bitcoin ETH is at 2100. What do I do? Well, my friend, you do nothing. If ETH skyrockets. If it doesn't skyrocket, maybe you find a long. But finding a long is different to entering a long at the breakout. Again, like, let me quickly show it to you. Like, you don't buy the breakout, but maybe if like it goes like here and then we find a long somewhere like here, we buy the dump. But it could be a part of it. But I couldn't give you a reason what to do here because I need to see price action and then give you ideas, if you know what I mean. So that's why teaching is much more important than, I guess, telling you what to do, because I can give you ideas for current price action, but I cannot give you an idea of where to long if ETH is at 2200, if you know what I mean, because that would be talking about stuff that we haven't developed yet. Apologies, Ahmed and Champs. I'm driving and the stream keeps me lagging out. No worries. Thank you, guys. Let me see if I missed a question. Meant to offend you, brother. I'm not sure. Thank you, Pep. So sorry, guys. I'm trying to like catch up on the comments. I am shorting starting 71.1. Fair enough. If you find that logical and you're convinced about shorting here, I don't want to stop you from doing it. Ahmed, isn't a short with a risk-reward ratio still makes sense? Yes, it does make sense, but you also wanna like understand rather than memorize stuff. So yes, here contextually it does make sense, but you're also looking at the order flow, you're looking at the consolidation, you're looking at the time being 12 or 11 p.m. end of the day. So I guess, yeah, not every risk reward ratio means it's good. Like we're not like, even though we want to learn how to always lose 1%, even the 1% is important. Like we don't want to be giving it away for free, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but it depends on what you feel, I guess, okay with. Yeah. Are you doing nothing? Yes, it's true. And I guess a better long would be a bounce from the view up again at 70. Maybe, yeah, maybe somebody can be waiting for the POC here. No, I mean, yeah, maybe, like if you see a dip below 70 but then a hold above 70, yeah, but that would be a scalp that you could maybe turn into a bigger trade. Yeah, that's the beauty of like learning stuff, guys. You can come up with ideas to trade. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you. Sorry for making you drive and also send the link. That is my Instagram account, guys, for those that would love to follow me. Liked. How often do you check the charts in a day? Only during fixed time or immediately in the morning? I do my routine in the morning, and then I keep an eye on the chart. If no alert gets hit, I will then like do my regular trading session or be available to trade. Let me put it this way: from like 4 p.m. to like 11. 10, yeah, and maybe at night. It's very rare, and you guys would know it's very rare that a trade would happen at 2 a.m. and I take it. I always say I was asleep, unless in Ramadan I'm more awake in the night, so I do take very late trades, similar to this one. We took it at like 4 a.m. Yep, but that would have been a trade I would always miss because that's 4 a.m. my time. What exchange do you use before WEEX? I use Bybit. 67.9. Yeah, fair enough. Of course, we'll look at the order flow exactly. So for long, what do you think, Ahmed? Yeah, again, if somebody wants to, I guess, trade a little, range, 70 is more than reasonable. If you want to wait for something lower, 68 is always welcome. Maybe even 68.8. I'm not sure yet, but again, like 70 makes sense for us to put the low, high, low, and go higher. Yeah, local lower time frame. That's over analyzing the scalpy time frame, but it's logical. Zcash is looking good for a long. Maybe, yeah. You can like use the idea that Bitcoin is having a bullish order flow and could potentially hold 70, and then you look for a logical long on a different coin, and that is a valid way of doing it. Hi Ahmed, I'm driving at the moment, but I wanted to let you know I took the long at 69.3. Amazing. So again, I will give you a round of applause. You made my day. I guess you and the bureau and I forgot who else. Sorry. Somebody else took the exact trade from the long. Sorry if I missed who it was, but I'm happy. So again, we are getting legends. I guess the Champs crypto community is like taken over. So thank you, Crypto Wedge, for I guess writing me a very long comment while driving. Be safe, brother. Ahmed, do we need to think about a shish tawuk though? Tell me your perfect trade quantity during the month. What do you think? I don't want to restrict someone to a certain number. But I would say that it depends. Like, personally, I wouldn't want to go over 2 or 3 a week. Yep. If somebody was a scalper, so a lower time frame person than I am, then obviously it's fine. It's like all contextual. Yeah, so that's why I struggle to give you an answer. Uh, just joined. We long? No, we're nothing. Everybody is a separate individual. We function as a community, not as just one brain. Yeah, it's very dangerous to say we are long or we are short, I guess. I took it at 65.8 end of value area. I did at 79 too. I'm not sure what you mean. 79. Yeah, I think that's like very too high. I'm not sure, but yeah. Amazing. I mean, I'm happy for Ignatius, I guess, for literally long in the same amazing long I took. Again, you guys are killing it, and I want to give you a round of applause for, I guess, killing it. Let me know if somebody, or let me see how many were able to turn a profit consistently for 30 or 60 or 90 days. Yeah, let me see. Just out of love, I guess, because I'm truly, and that is something nice. I'm truly noticing a difference and not yeah, but lots and lots of the community members getting better and also taking trades themselves. Sorry, what is the logical number of trades monthly? There isn't a certain number. All depends on, I guess, what kind of strategy and also what kind of time frame do you find success in. Yeah. Sorry to give you a boring answer, and I always seem to not give a straight answer, but that is the truth, and that's the reality. Yeah, a scalper can have a normal day be 3 to 5 trades. Personally, I gave you my answer to my own self, but it's also all contextual and objective. Thanks, got you. I'm in long right now. Where do I put a stop loss? So because you took the long, and I don't know what long you took, at what price, and for what reasons, I would love for you to put a stop loss by yourself, because that would be the way to do it. I'm in a long on 70.540. Can I stay here? 70.540. Again, so guys, to always give you a smart, a deeper answer. But again, you longed 70.5. Why did you long 70.5? If you have reasons, then stick with those reasons and put a stop loss below the reasons. If you just randomly chose to long 70.5, well, my friend, you are gambling. Why? Because you don't have a stop loss, a valid way of putting a stop loss. Again, that's the way of doing it. Was joking, not all in long. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Did you long today? That's the way of putting it. No, I did not long today, but many of the viewers did long because of this 69 fake out. Yeah, so I didn't long, but I mean, the reason why I didn't long, because obviously we were consolidating above or at a tricky pivotal point with me having a short and a long, so I don't need something here, if you know what I mean. Took the long at 69,850. Gonna gladly join the legends here who also took it. Amazing. I mean, I'm guessing you longed like something about a fake out from 70. That is also valid. Yeah. See, the beauty of being a trader, like we can overanalyze many of the stuff or many of the trades. Like personally, I took the higher time frame one at literally 66k. Yep. But there are another legends who saw something different. For example, somebody could have, again, not to overanalyze stuff, but if you had put an anchored view up from here, from the low, and then you had waited for this little fake out and a hit of the range and the takeout of 67, you could have entered this. Look at this. Very technical and amazing. Sorry guys to geek out, but again, what happened here? We hit the anchored view up, and we took out the liquidity, local obviously time frame, scalpy time frame. That's why I always tell you guys, it's not necessarily one way of looking at the chart, and also 67k as a full number. Amazing, yeah. Again, I mean, obviously I'm doing it in retrospect, so it sounds smart to talk about potential trades, but again, it's the reality. Like even this one, many of you guys took it. That proves to you that it's not me commentating after the fact. It's a valid way of trading. Also, not this one. Also, this one, faking out 70, taking out the low, is a viable way of doing it. And hold on, there was the POC. Look at this, amazing. Somebody could have taken out the low POC and took a long. So do you now understand how you can be smart about it? Like somebody could avoid long in here because it's technically a top, but somebody who's a scalper can dig deeper, put a volume profile, and casually long a low, but not the low, I guess. Yeah, a low. Are you short, my friend? Bro, are you in any position right now? I am in both. And again, guys, I've got multiple positions, but to give you the, the latest ones, which was the one taken from Thursday or on Thursday, from 72, and the one taken on Monday, open, semi-open, week open at 66k. Yeah. So somebody would say, okay, and for the beginners here, I will give you an answer. I've said this a lot, but how could you have a short from 72 and have a long from 66? First of all, it's a fact. I'm not lying. So for those that would question this, this is the long, this is the short. Yep. Second of all, everything was laid out, given in advance on Champs Crypto. I give away every single thing for free. Third of all, the reason why it may sound confusing to the layman, even though nobody asked me, but I'm pretty sure one person will be new here. So let me give them the answer. It's because I took this one and then we got the drop. I closed 50% and moved my stop loss to profit at the entry. Yeah. And then I entered long here without closing this one. And I also took profits at like 68k. I think so. Or 69. Yeah. So I moved my stop loss to break even. So this way, if Bitcoin moves to 676, for example, this would get closed in profit. So in money. Yeah. For those that wouldn't understand this. So this would make me money, but would get closed, and this would run for higher. If the opposite happens, if Bitcoin actually drops from now, this would get stopped out in money, in profit, but this would run for more. Hopefully you get the point. Yeah, it's not confusing. It's literally being smart enough to make yourself almost, or make it almost inevitable for you to win and make money. I wanted to get that long so freaking bad, but I missed it. I was waiting for that one. Fair enough. Maybe a good video would be a compilation of trades that worked or didn't. Love your 5-minute long form videos. Very helpful. Thank you, Maximilian. That is definitely an idea. Hello. I had fun with trading oil today. Quite a few short scalped trades. Amazing. Let me see what oil has been doing. It has been super, I guess, volatile, and that is amazing, to be honest. So again, that is amazing how you could literally trade multiple stuff and you can be successful in whatever suits you as a trader. Just don't let the fact that my name is Champs Crypto to make you feel as if I only talk about Bitcoin. So don't be asking me about the bull run. I could help you, actually give you, I'm better at giving a setup in gold than actually giving my opinion on whether the bull run will end or not, or begin or not. See how hopefully you get the point. Do you think WEEX is a good platform? Absolutely. I mean, I don't think I use it for a living, so I'm only promoting what I think is a valid, real, strong infrastructure for day traders. Again, if you're not day trading and if you're not over trading, by over trading I mean like not investing and letting it be, so you're actively trading, then yes, WEEX is a tailor-made exchange for traders. And that is what I always say, guys. If somebody's trading real capital with above like 2 to 5 to 10k USDT or whatever US dollars, then you would need a strong platform. Bro, tell us a good thing to no reversal. I really have a problem to no reversal. To be honest, nothing is ever confirmed, so I guess it's too big of a question to answer, and also because it is kind of insinuating that there is a true way of knowing, and nothing is ever confirmed. Yeah, maybe I'll tell you this. I'll tell you that you will never ever know, so stop looking for an answer and just accept this as a fact. Yeah, that would be maybe a helpful thing. You didn't end up taking the short yesterday. No. Your opinion on ETH? ETH, nothing. I don't want to give my opinion. It's very logical that ETH would end up doing whatever Bitcoin does. So again, if Bitcoin holds 70.5, we can continue higher. If Bitcoin starts breaking down below 70, 69.5, ETH would obviously follow suit. So pretty easy. Like, just understand that this is the I guess the resistance area. Yep. Do you scalp trade, and do you have a video for learning how to trade scalp? Do you recommend scalp and swing trading? Again, it's all what I mean, it depends on what kind of like personality you got again, and also what kind of time you've got to, I guess, put on or focus on the chart. Again, it's also, I guess, the more important answer or the realist answer is that whatever you find more comfortable and you find success in. So I would tell you to try everything, and you will eventually find yourself leaning one way or another. You don't go and say, oh, I'm going to be a scalper. It's just you doing something, and you find yourself always becoming something that, like, the market chooses you, or the trading, I guess, a way of doing it, like, chooses you. You don't choose it. But again, I will point you towards watching me or watching the free trading course. Those videos are helpful. And again, the reason why I didn't say, oh, I want to put you at a specific video, is because every video is applicable for whatever kind of traders you want to be, or trader you want to be. You can be a scalper and do the same thing. You can be a swing trader and do the same thing, or a day trader. Everything is always applicable. You just understand that whatever I say or whatever I teach, you just focus it down for the scalping time frames. I guess overviewing it or looking at the macro kind of same stuff if you are swing trading. And I suggest you trying everything out, and then you'll find something, or you find that sweet spot. Brother, can you suggest any platform for spot Bitcoin investment? I mean, every exchange offers to buy Bitcoin. So just buy. If you truly want to buy it as a spot investment, you buy it and then you transfer to whatever, I guess, cold wallet you got. Yeah? Doesn't matter. You can do it on WEEX. You can do it on Binance, Bybit, Bitkit, PingX, whatever it is. Yeah. So I have a long from 70.5. It's okay, I think, if we go up. Again, it's not okay or not okay. It's about having a stop loss. What, or would you say that your TA is applicable for both? Yeah. This is literally what I said a minute or 30 seconds ago. Yes, my TA is applicable for multiple time or any kind of time frame. You just wanna, because it's not about me or my TA is strong. No, it's about you understanding what my TA is about, and then you want to test it out and see for yourself. But yeah, because I think about liquidity and volume profile and anchored VWAP and buying pressure and order flow. This is not something that would be only valid in one way or another. Yeah, I just enjoy kind of the mid position in between a swing trader and a scalp trader. I'm in between. I hover, like I go into phases, and that's why you guys, you don't want to be in a cult where you only have one label on you, or I mean whatever you do. Like, just go with the flow, enjoy whatever you do. If somebody was watching me, especially in the Arabic channel days, like 2 years ago, I guess I was more of a scalper. Now I find myself maybe more comfortable, maybe more richer to not overtrade. Maybe that's it. I'm not sure. Like maybe I matured, or maybe I've gotten older and I found this maybe much better I guess in my environment and how I live. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever you enjoy, not even enjoy, but hopefully, I mean, you enjoy in a way that makes you money. So I guess whatever is more profitable for you, you do it. And again, trust me, you don't want to over stress about choosing one thing or another. Nobody ever goes, I want to be a scalper. Just do you. Try to take trades and see whatever stuff you take. If you know what I mean. It's not that deep, guys. And again, before I forget, let me answer this question. What do you think of trading using the fair value gap? Do you use it or not? I don't use it, but I mean, I use something similar. I look at the volume and the inefficiency. I don't truly look at the fair value gap. I see it as a static thing, not a real thing. So it's not like looking at the candles doesn't tell you where the fair value gap is, whatever fair value is. These are just YouTuber names, or names given by a YouTuber. But again, if you try it out, maybe it's helpful for you. If it breaks 74k, TA of 60k will be cancelled. Not in a way that you put it. Like, it's not literally, okay, we go 74, we cancel 60. It's never cancelled. It's just a lower probability. The higher we go, the lower the probability to go to 60. All your streams are informative, by at least, I think you mean last two have been especially informative, in my opinion. Thank you, Action Tours. I've done nothing different, but thank you for letting me know. Do you wait for confirmation or take aggressive trades, bro? Nothing is ever confirmed, so there's nothing to be waiting for. Are you still looking for a short from 75k-ish? Maybe, but not the best. So again, guys, 72.6 is valid. 74 to 75 as the zone of taking out is valid. I'm not going to be loving any of these contextually because of the value area and the volume below us. But yeah, maybe. Never ruling a certain thing out. You know me, guys. I can say I don't like it, but then I can take it. And Action Tourists especially would know about this. Anyhow, so Also, gold is pumping. Let's see what silver has been doing. Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter. I don't care about those. But again, guys, if somebody wants to take stuff seriously, if you only care about becoming a trader, then you can watch every single live stream. So you can attend every single day. I give away everything for free. And maybe whenever I'm not live, you can begin by watching little bit of the videos here, or you can watch them all. They're not too long if you watch them even in consecutively. So again, free trading course is the place to go. I guess I think everybody should watch them, even if you think, oh, I watch Ahmed a lot, I go and I watch every single live stream. Trust me, repeating stuff and watching stuff over and over again would not hurt, but maybe could, I guess, help you. So you can watch all of them. And what else? I mean, I forgot. But yeah, I mean, obviously, if somebody's trading real capital with a higher amount, then you don't want to lose out on fees. And also, the beauty of WEEX as a tailor-made exchange for trading is that you get the optionality where you get to open long and you open short. Like, the reason why I'm sitting in a sweet position with a short from here and a long from here, I don't want to be trading, like, over analyzing this, guys. Like, I can avoid doing nothing. If we pump, I'm making money. If we dump, I'm making money. So if you want to move to an exchange that support lower fees, better entries, and also you get to move and put a stop loss like I do, so you'll get to always have the same entry as mine. You will always have to have this, or you will also get to have the same stop loss as mine, because obviously the numbers and the figures do differ from an exchange to another. And you also get the chance to have a long and short. Again, I truly see WEEX as an amazing, I guess, exchange that truly helped me become a better, more profitable trader. But however, don't confuse me liking WEEX with me also having the link to it. I only want to promote and also be affiliated with an exchange that I actually truly use. So if you want to click on the link, yes, you'll be supporting me. Yes, you will be getting a free bonus depending on how much you deposit. But again, I only want you guys to understand that I'm only talking or suggesting WEEX, disregarding or without, pointing at the affiliate link or the promotion link, is because obviously if you are trading real capital, you want to have a better infrastructure, lower fees and everything. So if you want to take it seriously and be closer to what I do, then the link is there for you, I guess, if you want to support me. If you don't, you can look up WEEX on Google, and obviously the free Telegram channel for those that would love to get more of me. I try to post from time to time. We will be, hopefully, I guess I actually decided to do it after Ramadan. I'll be starting a kind of like another Telegram channel where we post not the journals but the daily routine posts. All right, so that will be announced hopefully later after Ramadan. Don't worry, guys, it's for free, just for those that would love to get, I guess, similar to the email list, but I do it on Telegram because I find it much more easier. I don't like emailing you guys, I guess, but maybe you'll do it on email, I'm not sure. But anyhow, I'll I guess announce that after Ramadan. Anyhow, if somebody wants to check me out, you can do so. And again, thank you guys for being legends. Let me quickly read the comments because I don't want to miss you guys or miss your comments out. Coinbase and WEEX, good to trade on. Unfortunately, I can't use buy, but yeah, I do recommend WEEX. It's great. Coinbase is not a trading I guess exchange. So if you wanna spot invest and hold, Coinbase is good. If you wanna trade, WEEX is much better because obviously it's made for traders. Free, very informative video. Again, thanks so much. Thank you, Basil. Thank you, Talbot. Again, you're amazing, guys. Thank you. It's an honor for me to be part of your guys or any of you guys' actually routine. So it's a pleasure, and also obviously something that makes it more serious and makes me more, I guess, happy to be consistent, showing up every single day. It's not really a question, but ever considered adding background music? No, I'm not sure. I mean, that literally makes it, or I guess waters down the importance and the, I guess, the professionalism of whatever we do here. But I never thought about it. Like, why not? I guess honestly, you're a great talker. So I don't know, but just an idea. Maybe entertainment stream. We'll ask. I guess remind me tomorrow or whatever, and we'll ask you guys. Maybe not. Follow Ahmed. Thank you, Telegram. Yes, so Wayne the Legend dropped both the link to the WEEX account or the WEEX link, and also to the Telegram channel. Thank you guys for being legends. And again, not sorry, I was going to apologize for over ranting, but I think that is something normal, and I guess that is what makes you guys follow me. So I guess not sorry, but thank you guys for being legends. And obviously we'll be coming back and showing up again, hopefully tomorrow. Yep, sounds like a plan, guys. So all right, be safe. Don't overtrade. You don't want to over stress about currently breaking out or breaking down. Just enjoy the day. Enjoy